Today we are going to look at what it means to be created in the image of God, but in the aspect of created in the image of God the Son, Jesus Christ. Everybody knows that it's important to read the Bible, but so oftentimes we don't. We don't have the time, we think, to read the Bible with our busy, hectic schedules. And sometimes it's the fact that we don't really get a whole lot out of it, so why waste our time, we think. Well, in driving through the Bible, I want to help solve both those issues by taking less than 5 minutes every day, Monday through Friday, just driving through the Bible, making it as practical as we can be. So hop on in with me and let's drive through the Bible. So today we're going to be looking at an attribute of Christ, since we're told in Genesis that we are created in the image of God. And when he said, let us make mankind in our own image, it was us meaning the Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Well, last time we looked at an attribute of God and what it means maybe to be created in the image of God. And today I want to look at what it means to be created in the image of Christ. We all know that one of the most important things that Christ did was he came to this earth to sacrifice himself. That the Bible tells us that he humbled himself and became obedient to death, even the death on the cross, which is a horrible way to die. And it got me thinking that if we are created in the image of God and created in the image of Christ, then we probably have within ourselves that ability to humble ourselves and to sacrifice ourselves. And I don't necessarily mean sacrifice to death, although maybe that's a situation that we've known people in history who've had to do that. But what I'm saying is, if we're made in the image of God, then we need to learn to put away that selfish ambition, the thoughts of ourselves, the thoughts of what makes us happy, our own desires, our own wants, our own needs even, and think about other people and sacrifice ourselves. It's true humility is when we learn to put other people's needs in front of our own, the way that Jesus did. And so if we're created in that image, then I think we can do that. It just goes against our flesh. It goes against our ego. It goes against those things that are part of our nature, that is the non-God part of our nature, that human part. But the Spirit within us tells us and is urging us and is even giving us the ability, and in some cases even the desire, to humble ourselves and to sacrifice for other people. And I know it goes against so much of what we've been taught in society, to take care of, number one, to look out for yourself above anybody else. You know, we're even taught to look out for your own self, your own needs, because, you know, nobody else is going to. And there may be some truth in that nobody else is going to. That's because the rest of the world, we're not living according to the image of God, the image of Christ. That is a sacrificial, humble way of living. But if we were all to start learning to live humbly, to sacrifice some of our own desires, our own time, our own money, our own whatever, to help other people, to bring joy to other people, then maybe the world would be a lot better place. But we can't control everybody. But I can tell you this, we can control ourselves. I can control me, you can control you. And part of what it means to be made in the image of Christ is to be humble, to be sacrificial. So I challenge you today, this week, moving on into the rest of your life, find ways to show true humility and not just look after what your own desires, your own selfish desires especially are, and we're all full of them. and learn to sacrifice, learn to humble yourselves before others. It's going to find a way of bringing you an amount of joy and peace and even love that you may not have known existed within you. I know it's been that way with me. I had no idea I had that capacity until I learned at least a little bit to humble myself and be sacrificial. And it brought a whole new perspective to my life. So I challenge you, try the same thing. Thank you for joining me today on Driving Through the Bible, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.